boys in the building.
Rude boys in the building, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'll bring him to you.
All right, people, we got a special guest coming through, yeah, and we'll get back to the reactions and that after the special guest.
Oh yeah, Sir Randy.
Yeah, I did.
There, Regin, man. Give thanks. Our Carl's coming in now. Where are you at now? Currently, you in US or you back home?
No, right now I'm in Jamaica.
Honors.
Yes, let me turn on my camera. Hold on. Yes, Randy.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, man. Wow, man. You good?
Yeah. Randy, you're good?
Yeah, man. We in the building, man.
Cool.
Kyle's just joined as well. Honors, Kyle, the mighty one. Give thanks.
Blessings. Respect.
Every time, man. Every time. So you run this for a minute, Mark. Let me just do something real quick in the background.
Yeah, man. So, Randy, just for the people who don't know, can you introduce yourself to the audience, please? Now, we know who you are.
Recording in progress.
Noble said. Yeah.
My name is Randy Brown. You know, I'm a Jamaican mixed martial artist. I fight professionally for the UFC. You know, I'm currently here in Jamaica, you know, making some moves with my boy Kyle over there.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. So, Randy, let's take it from the top before Noble gets back in. How did you get into MMA as a Jamaican?
I mean, it's kind of like taboo, right? Something that you don't really see a lot of Jamaican people do. When I was overseas, right, mostly I started boxing first, right? And then after the boxing, I just found the Henzo Gracie Academy. I was going to school near there. There was a boxing gym. There was a MMA there, a jiu-jitsu school there. And I needed something to do after school and in between my classes. And I just walked in there. When I walked in there, I started doing some jiu-jitsu. And, you know, people just liked it. I ended up liking it. People there were like really nice. They were good at what they did. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me give this a try. And that was it.
And when did you have your first fight? When did you realize that I'm good enough to do this professionally, or I'm good enough to do this as an amateur? I'm different from the rest. And when did you take that first step into your first fight?
Oh, that happened quick. So like I'm doing jiu-jitsu at Henzo Gracie Academy, and I'm all right. You know, I'm skinny, lanky. You know, I got long legs and all that. So jiu-jitsu kind of came natural to me. And from there on, I said, you know what? Let me try my hand at a fight. You know, I wanted to fight. And then I remember I had a friend named Jay, and Jay told me, hey, if you want to fight, you got to meet this guy, man. This guy is like, he's got some of the best jiu-jitsu I've ever seen. He used to fight. You know, this is the guy that you need to know. You need to know this guy. You need to know this guy. And then I was like, all right. One day I was at a grappling tournament, and he pulled me over to the side. He was like, remember the guy I was telling you about? I want you to meet him. And his name was Nardu, and he's my head coach today. I met him, and he was just like, he's like, I heard you want to fight, man. Come down. You know, but the way he said it was like, you know, yeah, man, like, yeah, come down. But, you know, as if everybody said they want to fight, but nobody want to fight. Everybody said they want to come train, nobody, you know what I mean? So he was like, yeah, man, come train, no problem. And then it turns out I looked up his gym. His gym was like close to my house. His gym was like maybe 2 miles from my house.
And was this in the States, or is this in?
This is in the States.
Okay, so you grew up in the States, yeah?
No, I grew up in Jamaica.
Okay. When did you get to the States?
In Jamaica. I got to the States when I was 17.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So then I ran to his gym. You know, it wasn't far. You know, them time I wouldn't really have money on them things. So, you know, naturally I walk everywhere. So I was like, you know, I'm going to just run. So I started running, and then the rain come down upon me while I was running, and then still ran, got there. And I remember when I got there, he was so impressed that I ran in the rain to get there. It's like a movie, right? So he was like so impressed about that. And I trained, got on the mats. I was just beating up everybody on the mats and all that. So he had to step in. He jumped on the mats and showed me what was what. You know what I mean? And then after that, ever since, he asked me if I wanted to fight, and I said yeah. He put me in a fight. And about 2 weeks later, I was at my first amateur fight, and I was getting my ass kicked for like 3 rounds straight. But like the last round, like 10 seconds left, I pulled off a ninja choke, a 10-finger guillotine, and put the guy unconscious, right? And then after that, he was just like, yo, you got heart, you know? And I stayed with it. I stayed with him, and he didn't let me fight for like a year after that. He just made me train. And then that was it. I started fighting. I won most of my amateur fights after that. I think I was undefeated as an amateur, and then went pro in 2014.
And what was
I was in the UFC by 2016.
Did the UFC grab you straight from the amateur circuit?
No. So I went pro in 2014, all right? And then I fought in real combat for my second fight. I fought for the title for my second fight.
Easy.
You know, and I was like, damn, I was kind of nervous. I'm like, yo, I'm going to fight for the belt this quick. And once you fight for the belt, you know, you're the champ. So everybody from different organizations want to be the champ. So they're going to come from all over the world to come fight you just to make sure, try to get to the UFC. And, you know, I just kept winning. I won that belt and I kept winning and kept winning. Started finishing everybody, knocking everybody out. And then Dana White came one day with his show looking for a fight.
Yes.
He came, he watched me. They really came for the other guy, honestly.
Yeah, I remember it
They
well,
really
simply.
came for the other guy, right? They were like, yeah, this guy, because it was Matt Serra's guys. It was like, yo,
Yep.
this guy is going to be the next big thing. This guy is really good, this and that. And if you watch all the video, you can still say, yo, the vibe was mostly just like, it was this guy. It was him, all the video on him. And they gonna, you know, and then they give me like a little piece in it, you know? And
Like
it
a
was like,
ski
yeah, you know,
taste.
they give me a little small piece. And then,
Definitely.
and I'm still like, I deal with him and I knock him out still, right? Knock him out in the second round, and then I went up to Dana and I was like, yo, I'm the one you're here to see.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Classic.
Nobody else. And then, you know, and then he came to the back afterwards, and then he said, you're going to be in contact. And I think the next month he called me personally and was like, yo, I want to sign you. I want you to come join the UFC. And I've been in the UFC ever since.
Proper things, man. That was the good old days, Randy, of the UFC. Let me just jump in because Carl's been sitting here patiently.
Yeah, man, come true.
And this is the first time I'm speaking, so speaking with you, Carl. So honors, thank you for carving out some time, and you, Randy, for carving out some time to come onto the broadcast. So this is the first time, so please do give a quick introduction to yourself, Kyle.
Much respect. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. Thank you guys for having us. So I'm Kyle Chin, and my involvement was, you know, mixed martial arts at home here in Jamaica. I was champion for one of the locally formed leagues, and you know that it was a regional and international league, but based in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And once I went professional, this is where I was champion and wanted to stay here and help grow Jamaican MMA, especially because, you know, I was bringing a little bit of attention. I was getting some eyes on the sport,
mm-hmm.
and we were trying to build a thing. So, you know, friends with Randy, and, you know, through the MMA and through doing that and being champion in that league, met Randy. And, you know, from there, I used to do a little podcast, MMA Jamming, which was about Jamaica and MMA and all of the superstars abroad who were doing things.
Yes.
You don't know, COVID started up all kind of things. So
yes.
After COVID done, we stopped doing it, but that was the vibe. And you know, so Randy was one of the great supporters of just anything that we were doing out here, and like trying to like link with the scene out here, and he would come down, train with us, show us things, and you know, from then we just kind of strike up a rapport, and you know, both have the same vision for what we want MMA to be and how we want MMA to go. And of course, nobody can really do it as well as somebody who is active UFC fighter like Randy.
Yes.
And of course, Randy is also just very good with the company and does a lot of work with them outside of fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you know, it was an obvious step for us to kind of collaborate. And so, you know, one of the things we're doing now, not from, you know, the gym, is Rude Boy Fight League. So yeah, it's all about Rude Boy making a big impact in Jamaica, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Thanks. Did Did you have any link with Aljamain and Leon Edwards, Fabian Edwards?
Aljamain. I was never able to link with Leon.
Okay.
But Aljamain for sure. Aljamain and Murab came down. I did some facilitation for them when they came down and brought them around the place. Same thing with Jason Jackson too.
Yes.
You don't know.
Man. It's needed, man. It's needed. It's 1000% needed because I'm Jamaican diaspora, by the way. Yeah, I'm Jamaican diaspora. So mom's side, Spanish Town, dad's side, Clarendon, and I grew up in the same area as Leon Edwards. Yeah, we used to do boxing together and all them kind of things. There's mad talent in Jamaica. So the fact that you guys are making this investment, is great. Because that's all it needs. It needs the talent. Does need a place to be able to train. I know they're doing leagues and stuff, but proper facilities to train with somebody like Randy who's made it to the top of the sport. That's all you need, man. That's all you need.
That's right.
Come true.
I think it's very important. I think it's very important to just get them the proper training. Because once you have the proper training, you know, you don't know, sir, we have the whole athlete them out there already with enough potential. So like, if you get the proper training, it'll be nothing for them to get to where I know people are capable of getting in with this sport. You know, it's just all about just having the right training.
Exactly.
Definite, and having Kyle there, who's you still champion of that league as well.
That league don't exist anymore. So I guess
See,
I'm champion forever for that.
yes.
Indefinitely.
So a local champion, and Randy, I say, with a massive, active career within the UFC, and always repping JA, always, which is great to see, man. It's great to see the siblings then from all over who reside in America competing. Don't forget where you come from, man. Put that flag up, man, and wave it proud, man. So 1st of July, this the academy opened up, right?
Yeah.
How was that, man? How was the opening? How did that go? I saw a little bit of the videos and thing on your socials.
Why? Well, until it was a great success. We had so much support. The amount of people that turned up, it was a lot of love, man. A lot of foot traffic. The crazy thing is that wasn't even our grand opening. That was just our ribbon cutting. So we got much more to come from that. But I was very proud, man. I was very proud to see what we were able to do in that moment. And I know that it's just the beginning, but it was really good. And we haven't even put out our recap and our videos and all that, which will probably be out sometimes today or tomorrow. But yeah, I would think it was a great success.
Excellent. And what's the plans then? What is the actual plan? Obviously, we're gonna get that raw talent. They're gonna see and work directly with Carl and whoever. Who else have we got on the team in regards to trainers and stuff?
Right now, it's myself and Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you know Kemar Russell.
Yes.
Kemar Russell is a boxer. He's 17-1 pro boxer. He'll be there as well teaching. And the thing is, I'm flying in a bunch of guys, like a bunch of teammates of mine, a bunch of different teammates of mine from like the States. Are they going to be coming? Because I'm doing my camp out here, I'm doing my next camp. So the key is to just show the young youth and kind of like, what it takes, to do this, and kind of let them see a camp. Like I always say, rising tides raise all ships, no matter the size of the boat, right? So we raise those tides and raise those waters and show the level and what it takes and the standard to be at that level and compete and be successful at that level. I think is very important. So once we start doing that, my guys come out here, will take shifts teaching and just, doing the camp and preparing for the fight from here straight to Jamaica and showing like, you don't have to go abroad to get the proper training. You don't have to leave. Like in order for me to be as good as I was and to get to the UFC, I couldn't stay here and do that, right? I had to go abroad to do it.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is trying to create it that you don't have to leave. You do it from right here, and you have the best of the best training same way.
Yeah, that's how it has to go. That's the best way. Where's the gym located in Jamaica?
It's in Kingston. It's in Kingston, Lady Musgrave. What was it? 56 to 58 Lady Musgrave.
Yeah, man.
So
what's the interest like with the youngsters? Are you getting a lot of youngsters that are interested?
The crazy thing is people reach out to me every day, right? For the longest, people like, yo, bro, what we can train? Want to train with you, what we can train every day. And then finally now I have the gym, I see them. It's massive every day that people coming. Yesterday, we had a full house last night, of just people coming and train, and so much interest, man. So much interest from everywhere. People are coming from all over the island. And the great thing is, it's so beautiful and it's just a dope spot. I feel like people automatically, it's going to be like, not only a destination training facility for people abroad, it'll also just be the premier MMA location for all the youths just here. Everyone will want to come here, no matter where you are on the island. This will be the spot to come to if you're serious about doing this.
Are you looking to actually market it?
What's great too is that we have a lot of interest from parents. And that's really where it's at. Like once we get the parents to be interested and send their children, then you know that we're doing the right thing. We're getting the next generation going. Yeah. And that's the target, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. You gotta get them. It's true, man, because imagine Leon's born in yard, I think he came when he was like 9 or 10. Imagine you catch a Leon now from that age who don't have to leave. You see what I mean? Exactly. And can do his thing from right there. And one thing about, as you know about us Jamaicans, the flag flies everywhere.
Come on.
You see what I mean? The flag flies everywhere. So once you got a man who's like what Randy's doing, and from the country know what he's doing, they're behind it, man. They're behind it. I would just love to see, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, I'd love to see the government doing more to push the sport as well. How do you feel
But
about
here's
that?
the
Or is
thing.
it?
It's just with that, it's doable and it will happen. And it's just a matter of showing that there is a level of professionalism and then there is a level of interest.
Yeah.
And because right now they are interested. There is a lot of interest from not only people but the government. But
Yeah.
they just need to, Jamaica need to see that there is something in place first before they even get behind it, right? So I think that's what we're working on now, and we're working closely with schools to provide, opportunity for the youths, them to be able to come and train for free, like after school programs and stuff like that. So once those start happening more, and they see that we're giving children outlets and an option to, at-risk youth to stay out of the streets and put their energy to something positive.
Yes, and productive. Yeah.
I think that it'll be more and more interest there because the schools are very interested at the moment.
So, all right. So you see, where I'm from in the UK, Birmingham, UK, yeah, we had one of the very first premier MMA gyms in the whole of Europe. It was called UTC. Now, this is in the early days of mixed martial arts. I used to train there, but I only done boxing. One of the issues I found, with the gym in the early days was you'd have talent coming in, but there was nowhere for them to fight in them days.
Yeah.
So man would come in and man would be sharp and then be like, yo, we want to get this brother a fight. There'll be nowhere for them to fight. Now in Jamaica, how you find a young you who comes in, is talented, sharp. Is there any leagues out there, or are you going to put that kind of thing on yourself? I've seen one league, but I believe that's the league that you was in, Kyle. I seen a flyer for that league, but you said that's shut down now. So where would the talent? How are you going to move them through the amateurs, or
Well, we're working. Well, I'll let Kyle take that because right now there are a few leagues.
Okay.
Right now we have an amateur league that we're working on. It's called RBFL Ruthless Rumble.
I'm in semi-pro.
Okay.
I'm in pro, really.
So it's Rude Boy Fight League Ruthless Rumble, right? And we recently got a cage donated to us, right? A big cage, and it's actually Connor's old cage that he used to train in when he was preparing for Khabib, in Cali.
How many feet?
Hello?
How many feet?
Oh, 30 feet. It's a 30 feet cage.
Whoa, the big boy one.
Yes, it's a legit cage. It's a legit cage. And
thing.
we have this league that we're starting. It's called Rude Boy Fight League, obviously, and we're getting a lot of support behind that as well. And we're gonna start putting on events, all over the island, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully try to bring it to a standard where it can get to Fight Pass, So we're gonna have it at a really good production level, but that's gonna take some time. We've been working on that in the background behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So that's really it. There's still a lot of interest, and once we start putting on those leagues, my goal is to not just throw them into these fights, right? My goal is to kind of prepare. And that's why we have the gym, right? We want to prepare them properly and get them to a level where they can compete abroad and and in the UFC, and in local promotions, but compete properly and competitively.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, but come to
That's excellent news. And you touched initially on potentially tourism, linking it with tourism. That's obviously that's future plans, or are you looking to try and integrate that now?
The main goal is to get the youths, the proper training that they need, right?
Yes.
But tourism, at some point, yes, it can be a destination training spot. They can come down, but right now, the tourists that are there, everyone's welcome. But right now, the tourists that are coming are mostly going to be like my teammates and my coaches and staff and all that stuff. They will be here, giving them and showing these youths like just the proper training, man. That's it. And raising their levels up and getting them to the point where we can really compete against the world.
True indeed. And what level of involvement have the UFC have with this venture?
The UFC is involved a lot, man. A lot. They've done, shout out to Dana, and shout out to, just the staff and everyone there. They've done, a lot of good things, for me, myself in general. But they've also took, a lot of interest in what I was doing in the initiative, right? So they've been helping tremendously. They've donated to the foundation. They've sent us bags and just equipment and anything that we need. So they've always been a great supporter of what I've been doing, even behind the scenes, like for a while now.
How long do you think it would be until the UFC could have an event out there? Because we've had a Jamaican champion.
The thing is, what it's going to take is for all the Jamaicans to come together, though. The Jamaicans in the UFC to kind of come together. And once we come together and kind of band together as one unit, one sound, one band, that's when I think more fans, we need more fans, right, that to show interest on the island. And once that happens, I think then we can potentially have a UFC event here, you know. But now where it stands, I don't think we're close to that yet. But once we get some more interest, because Jamaica is not a place where not a lot of fighters here. There are fighters, don't get me wrong, in spirit, but like the combat sports is mostly boxing, right?
Yeah.
So now
Nicholas Walters, man like that. I don't even know if their man is still about over there.
Walters, I haven't seen Walters fight in a minute, right? But
I know he don't fight, but I think he might have even cut from the island.
Yeah, he went to Costa Rica like a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just that's just really the interest. Once the interest show, and you know Jamaica still. Listen, it just need a man where the good. One man really after a rep and I do him thing, and him have to live on the island. Him can't really. Him have to be homegrown coming out of here. You know what I mean? That's when I'm doing really good on the big stage. That's when more people will show more interest, I believe. But as it stands right now, MMA is the fastest growing sport in the world. So naturally, it's big here, it's growing, but I don't think it's quite there yet.
It needs to work more into the popular culture, but it's on its way. 1,000%. It's on its way.
Infrastructure-wise, Kyle and Randy, you know Dana don't like no damn arenas. I ain't going to no arena. So what would be the capacity infrastructure-wise? Do you have like the 15,000 capacity for an arena, a covered arena?
That's the thing, right? We have a few good locations, right? A few decent locations, I think. But stadium, the inside part of stadium would be good. I mean, stadium itself, right? I know we would be able to build something. They know, how they build it in there. But I say stadium will be our biggest bet. But the problem is will the interest fill stadium? Because you don't want no half-assing where the place is not full up. So that'll really be the only issue, I think. And Kyle may know about some other places other than that. He thinks maybe they could do like the smaller, like fight night type events.
Yeah, especially you're talking about beachside, you're talking about Montego Bay where they have some fest. You're talking about massive hotels like Palladium. You know what I mean? You have spots for sure. Stadium is like a 30,000 capacity, but more when you talk about getting down on the field. You know what I mean? We're just putting a cage in the middle. Yeah, man, we're looking at 40,000 people, maybe. Well, 35 maybe.
It's on its way, man. It's on its way. These are the steps that you're putting in place. Now it's on its way. From like what Randy said, from the youth, see something, you're good. And then they know they can train. They know, I can go there and train. You're good. I guarantee champions are coming.
They want to rub shoulders with UFC guys. They want to be able to rub shoulders with legends in the game.
You got to link Rocky, man. You have to link Rocky. You got to link Rocky as well, man. Facts. You message Dave, his manager. Well, not his manager, his trainer. Yeah.
Well, but Randy was talking to Rocky. Yeah, man. We want to get him down here.
Yeah, man. 100%, man. 100%.
He showed a lot of interest. It's the thing is just getting the guys and the man for really just like make the step of actually seeing. And it's the goal. It's like showing them that there's facilities here where they can come and feel comfortable and train.
Yeah. Definite, man. Show and prove. That's what it's about, siblings. It's showing and proving. You've got the concept. You've got everything there in place. You just got to put the plans in, and you've got to produce athletes. You know what I mean? That are happy. Bring your team there to do the camp. Obviously, I would imagine you're gonna record this for vlog purposes. That again is promoting. So we just gotta put it out there, man. And anytime you got any news, any updates, the platform's here, man, to build and to help put the word out there, man.
Yeah, man, definitely appreciate that.
It's needed, man. Long time it's needed, man. So like we said, you've had yourself, Al Jermaine, Leon Edwards. Noble's the real MMA expert. I'm a casual still. Even though I'm somewhat of a casual, but
you get in there.
What I'm saying is, you can see that there's Jamaicans who know what they're doing. Al Jermaine dominated for probably 18 months, 2 years. Easily. Rocky got 4 fights as champ? 2 fights as champ. Was it Noble or 3?
2.
2, yeah, you know what I mean? But he had a little run, he had a light run, but Jamaican, and from the youth see that without that other flag showing, I'm gonna be real, man. Just the Jamaican flag stand alone, not no USA, not no England. The Jamaican flag alone, where a man knows I can do this from here. Just like in Brum. In Brum, there was a time where a man couldn't have trained and made it from here. He had to go States. Now, brothers are coming here. Brothers are coming here to train.
That's the goal, man.
Ian Gary was here for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. I know we got places for them to come and train. You know, that's the plan. No, like, yo, listen, you can't come straight to Jamaica and get some of the best training, right? So I want people to start seeking us out and seeking out the island and knowing, hey, I'm gonna go here and train. And why wouldn't you? It's beautiful, and you got the best training that you can possibly get. That's the goal.
Yes. You can make it like a Tiger top team kind of vibe where rather than people going to Thailand, they're going to JA. I'm going to get my BJJ done. I'm going to get my kickboxing done. I'm going to get my strength and conditioning done there. You know, it's closer as well, rather than traveling all the way over to Asia and stuff. So yeah, man, it's more than possible, sibling. More than possible.
Yeah, my next camp is going to be done here. My next camp is going to be straight out of Jamaica here. Right, out of Root Academy. I'm bringing in my staff, bringing my teammates, everything, and I'm fighting in October, I believe, and it'll be done from here.
Yeah, you got an opponent. You can say, or is that?
Can't say it.
All good. All good. Sibling. All good. We know every time you come in, a fire you come with. So you know what I mean. No half stepping. Just like most of the combatants that enter that octagon cage. So yeah, man, it's always entertaining, sibling. Always entertaining.
Yeah, don't know it, go, bro.
And what about you, Carl? What's the deal with you? You retired at the game now, or you still? And this is going to be your focus. Are you still pursuing your fighting career?
Man. I'm retired. I'm 44. I'm not trying to get back in the cage. So this is about just helping this to grow, and we want to see the development. So I'm here to support Randy. We're here to push our fight league. We're here to push the gym as far as we can go, and just get these guys excited and training and disciplined and really feeling that hope. And I think, and that's what Randy's doing. He's providing a massive amount of hope, just like he did when I was fighting. You know, if I started younger, I would have pushed to go for the UFC, but I started pretty late.
Yes.
So I mean, the fact that we're doing this, I think, is going to be such inspiration for so many youths.
Yeah.
And it's incredible to know that this is history in the making.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man. We see the opportunity, we see the hole, and we try and fill that hole. And trustfully, the steps that we take now will be the foundation that we're creating for the future. That's what it's all about, man. All we have is us. And if we don't be proactive and put initiatives in place, we're just going to see the degradation of society as a whole and us as a nation, as a community.
100%, man. 100%.
Honest, man. So have you got anything else, or we don't want to take up too much of your time? I don't know what time is it in JA now?
And now it's 6:36 a.m.
Yeah, man. Right, seat.
And both man are up, you know. Think about that. Both man. These are the times you gotta be up as an MMA fighter, though. Still, so I respect it, man. Cause it's what 12:36 here in the day. So yeah, man, you go early mornings and yard. Think about it, in yard, you got the best food. Yeah, you got the weather. So the warm weather training. A man can't lose, man. You can't lose.
You can't. It's the best.
We'll pass through. Anytime I'm in yard, I'm gonna pass through. You know.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You're always welcome.
Yeah, man.
Honest, man. Well, Randy, Kyle, enjoy the rest of your day. Honors, much appreciated for, as I say, carving out some time. I'm just a DM away, man, or an email away anytime you want to jump back on. So, but we'll maintain contact, man. We'll maintain contact. Make sure
Definitely.
it's not. When was last time you was on the broadcast, sibling? It was like what, 2018
or something like that.
Yeah, man.
You've been supporting me for years, man. You've been supporting me for years, and it does not go unnoticed. You always messaging me and showing me love, bro.
Every time,
love
man.
every time, bro. Love every time.
Yeah, man.
Thanks,
yeah, man. Big up both, man. Yeah. Enjoy the day, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
you too.
Blessings to the man. And thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, well, anytime, man. Yes.
Honors. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
Oh, sugar. I shouldn't have done that.
Yes, folks. Yeah, man. So big up Rude Boy Randy, Kyle, MMA developers in Jamaica. Randy's an active fighter in the UFC. And these men are developing the sport in Jamaica. So on a ground level, you can see what's going on, man. So they're on their journey. And to be honest with you, look for champions. I'm giving them nobly. It won't even be 5 years before they get a top contender, you know. Watch.
Less than that.
You'll
I would
see
say
there's
3
killers
years.
in yard. They just ain't got the facilities. That's all it is, man. That's all it is.